Well folks, welcome to the next video in the series of how to buy vintage fishing rods. I'm just going to show you what's arrived today. So we've just received this particular rod, and as you can see there's a bit of mouse damage just here. But the rod is, for its age, in pretty reasonable condition. And if you just look at the handle section here, you can kind of see just the quality by which these were made. It's really finely put together, and the quality is still there. You can see this is a hard Avian, and there's no royal warrant. This rod actually dates from the serial number, which is just here. It says hard Avian there. Dates to 1901. So this is 120 years old, which is great. So if we move down the rod, you can see there's very little damage to the cork, and this particular handle will be able to be renovated pretty well. Now there's something I did want to show you here. I'm not sure if it's evident too much there. You can only just see it, but essentially what's happening here is the cane is coming apart, and that can be repaired, and it will be repaired. But that's one of the things you've got to look for. Now this here, you can see that'll need to be replaced, but there's nothing fundamentally wrong with the rod itself. There's no breaks in the rod, for example, or anything like that. And we've got standard Hardy twist locks on the end there. Now the rest of the rod has a fairly similar condition, especially to the eyes you can see there. And if you look at the top, the two tips, one of the tips is intact. And this is a pre-agate tip rod, so it doesn't have the agate tip on it. It has the original tip on it, which is nice for collectors because it means the rod is in original condition. And the other tip is not broken, but it does have the tip missing. It's been removed for some reason. Now looking down at the other end, you can probably see that there's an issue here that needs to be resolved. If you look closely at this, I don't know if I can get this to focus much closer than this, but you can just see there the cane is coming away, and that'll need to be repaired. Twist locks on this particular part, they need cleaning up, but they are okay. Now one of the things that I said to check in previous videos, I don't know if you can really see this, but was the straightness. And if you check this bottom section of the rod, it has actually been bowed very slightly. It's not terrible, but it is bowed a little bit, and that needs to be corrected too. So if you look at the overall rod, it's in the original bag, which can be repaired. The bags are kind of tapered, which is characteristic of the age. You don't really get that these days, even with the more expensive rods. So you see here the two tips are pretty much the correct length, so they're not broken or anything like that. So this does have good bones for a restoration, but there is a fair bit of work in getting this back to scratch again. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that, and that's the end of this little video. Thanks so much for watching.